How crazy is this story of the Brisbane man Oliver Conroy, who I don't even know where to start with this one. Like, if you think there is an issue with our teenagers, you're not looking around you or listening to what's going on. 27-year-old Brisbane man Oliver Conroy was allegedly lured to Kelvin Grove believing he was meeting women online. Instead, police allege he was ambushed by a group of teenagers who brutally attacked him, with one of them filming the assault. They then allegedly stole his car while Oliver clung to it, dragging him for nearly a kilometre before he fell beneath the vehicle and was run over. He was left critically injured and later died in hospital. 7 teenagers between 14 and 17 have now been charged with his murder. Just let that sink in for a minute. A 27-year-old man went to meet someone he thought he could trust and ended up being brutally attacked and killed. And all this was allegedly planned by a group of teenagers. This isn't another story about kids getting into trouble. A man has lost his life in an absolutely horrific attack, and a family left without him. So we'll see what happens in court. But the crazy thing is that these kids are now trying to say that they were doing like catch a predator style. I mean, don't you have to be 18 to be on a dating app? So yeah, I mean, the police have debunked that, but I guess we can keep an eye on it. Yeah, let's see.
This is the scene of the crime where 27-year-old Oliver Conroy was lured to his death, brutally tortured on video, and then killed. He was killed by a pack of teenagers. He believed that he was meeting with 2 women that he'd met online. In reality, a gang of teenagers lay in wait, and they wanted to torture him and carjack him and steal his money. And essentially, he was brutally tortured on video. They then tried to drive away with his car. He hung onto the side of the car, and they dragged him down this road for 1 kilometre. He was torn to shreds by the bitumen, and then they ultimately drove over him, the back wheels of the car, murdering him. And he was found half dead in the middle of the street, covered in blood with broken bones. They took him to the hospital. He hung on for life for 13 days, and then it died. So this was a murder. It was a premeditated attack, a premeditated torture, murder, a carjacking. And now the sickening thing is it's not even enough that they tortured and murdered the guy. Now they have to try and defame his memory even in death. So now the criminals are trying to say, oh, it was a catch a predator sting gone wrong. Well, I don't know what type of catch a predator sting involves carjacking the person, stealing their car and then taking it for a joyride. They dumped the car in Holland Park after a joyride. I don't remember Chris Hansen, carjacking somebody and then taking the car for a joyride. They were obviously just trying to find somebody to fucking torture, murder, steal their stuff. These people were criminals. They were thugs. The sick thing is that this guy was my age, living in the same city. We had 6 mutual friends on Facebook. I didn't know the guy, but I knew people who knew him, And it could have happened to any one of your mates. You go out, you try and meet a girl that you met on Tinder, and suddenly you're you're tortured on video, carjacked, and then murdered. What is happening to this country? This is pure third worldification of our country. They're literally collapsing Australia into becoming a third world country. We are becoming a shithole. And honestly, the only way that we stop this is full law and order, break the bones, like metaphorically break knuckles, break bones of these criminal scumbags who are destroying our country. So I'm currently driving on the road where they pulled him down, and he was literally torn to shreds on the bitumen until they drove over him. It's actually crazy, like a whole kilometre down the road. So this has been 400 metres. They ultimately dragged him down this very road for 1 kilometre. And so far we've been driving, we're halfway down that distance. This is where his body was found. It was 1 kilometre. They dragged him down this road for 1 kilometre. And he was literally found covered in blood, broken bones. They dragged him down this road, tore him to shreds, and then drove over him, and he was left here. Just such a